Hi there, I'm Mac.
And I'm Kirk, and this is a lowdown on appraisals with some new updates.
Yeah, so we've seen a lot of high-profile cases regarding appraisals, specifically tied into racial bias in these appraisals, where borrowers are expecting some value and getting something significantly lower, sanitizing, in their words, their homes of anything with any type of racial connection, and then getting a new appraisal and having it be much higher where they were anticipating.
Pretty clear and obvious in that particular example, and that's just one of many, but pretty clear and obvious that there had to be some sort of bias in play for there to be that striking $400,000, $500,000 difference in value after, again, what the homeowner called a sanitization of their home.
In light of this, a group of federal regulators got together to do some rulemaking regarding how reconsiderations of value, or ROVs, are processed going forward. One of the main things that they had come up with is that your company, wherever you're at lending, needs to have its own specific process for this that is the same for all borrowers, has the same criteria for who submits the reconsideration value, how that goes through, to make sure that it's equitable for all of your borrowers, no matter why they believe they need a reconsideration value, as long as it's within the parameters of things that are objective about the home, not subjective, random pieces of information that I poured my heart and soul into remodeling this home. It's about what cabinets are in there, where in town is it, what is the life of the roof left, things like that.
Yeah, I think the message is that we want to make, as Max said a moment ago, the process more objective and less subjective, and take race and anything that could be considered bias out of the equation. There's just too much data and there's too much information that already exists in databases everywhere for there to be a lot of reliance on too much subjectivity.
So what have you seen with ROVs in the past, and how do you think your company and you're going to implement ROVs in the future? Have you had any success with getting an ROV and having a higher value increased?
And Mac, does your company have standard operating procedures on how they're going to handle reconsideration of value?
So for more content like this, follow us at knowledgecoopplus.com.
My name is Clarence Brown, and my appraisal that I just got recently was horrible. They first didn't even believe me that I lived in this house. They said there was far too many bedrooms. They asked where my kids were. I said I didn't have kids. I asked them if they wanted to go see the pool in the backyard with the hot tub and the water slide, all that cool stuff, which really gives the house value. And they just laughed. They said, good one. I ended up getting my appraisal like 3 or 4 minutes after they walked out of the door. And it said it was sent from their iPhone. And it was like half of what my neighbor got after he just sold his house last week. I heard some story about how a black family ended up getting a very, very low price on a house they had appraised. They ended up getting some friends of theirs to come over, some white friends. And they had their house redecorated to make it seem like it was theirs. And they ended up getting $100,000 extra on that house. Just was really hoping that I didn't have to be part of this, but maybe I'll have to take this into my own hands and try to get a better price for the home.
Hey!
I ended up hitting up some of my white friends, my friend Claire.
Let's do this!
Perfect.
And she helped me redecorate my house. She helped me get the whole house put together the way it needed to be for the appraiser's sake.
Beautiful. Yes. Yes. You think right there? I think it'll look good. Beautiful.
And this thing, we bought 7 of them. Who are these people? Great teeth. I don't know what the hell this is. Is it a towel? She wanted me to put on the cranberries or something like that and have that planned when they came in. It seemed to really, really help out because they were just snapping their fingers when they were doing their appraisal. Claire had an idea of me just not being there when the appraiser showed up, so I kind of just hid in the bathroom.
Yeah? All right.
It actually felt like Claire lived there and I didn't. Very strange feeling. But yeah, they ended up giving me like $120,000 extra on the appraisal. And I think after they saw the Cranberry album, they added an extra $10,000. That guy must have loved the Cranberries.